Tebogo, let's start with the track record. RMB has been named the best fixed income currency and commodity house at the SPI Awards for 8 years. What is it about the sales approach that keeps clients coming back year after year?
Thanks, Michelle. I think it comes down to one shift we made. We stopped selling products and started solving problems. A client doesn't wake up wanting a derivative, they wake up worrying about risks. So instead of pushing a product, we look at the entire mandate, the headaches, goals, and we build a strategy around that. The SPI Award really just validates that our clients feel heard.
That sounds great in theory, but you can't be everything to everyone. How do you actually filter the noise? How do you identify which relationships to invest in when the market is this big?
The process is very much a data-driven analysis. And instinct, we look for corridor alignment in FX flows, derivative mandates, and cross-border ambitions. If a pension fund has offshore ambitions or an asset manager is looking for Africa debt, that's where we can add real value. We don't just chase flows, we chase alignment with RMB's growth corridor. We allocate the best resources to where we actually move the needle for the client.
Let's talk about wallet share. It's the golden metric, but clients can smell it if you're just grabbing for fees. How do you deepen that commercial relationship without losing the trusted advisor status?
By being transparent, even when it hurts, we focus heavily on education. If I can teach a client how a risk tool works, pros and cons, they feel empowered. When a client feels smart and safe in your hands, the wallet share naturally follows. They don't give us more business because we asked. They gave it to us because they trust the advice.
Now, banks are famous for silos. Trading sits here, structuring sits there. How does the flow sales team ensure that you aren't just throwing client requests over the wall to the trading desk?
When a client has a bespoke request or a complex structure, we immediately bring trading and structuring into the room. Sales knows the client, trading knows the risks, and structuring knows the maths. By bringing these three pillars together, we instantly design a solution that optimizes costs, risk, before we even execute.
Last question from me. I want to look into the future. Sales desk used to be all about phones and going for lunches. For the young professionals watching this, what is the skill they will need to survive in the sales role over the next 5 years?
The future isn't about execution. It's about translation. You need digital fluency. Clients have the data. They don't need you for that. They need you to interpret the data. The salesperson of the future is literally a consultant who uses data to predict the trend before the client sees it. If you can do that, you'll never be obsolete.